like to share with us from one scripture of the Bible. Isaiah chapter 52 verse 6. It says, therefore my people shall know my name. Can you put your name there? And if you don't have a name, just use Michael. Very easy. Therefore, Michael shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know in that day that I am he who speaks. Behold, it is I. You will know his name again. I will know his name again. Michael will know his name again. I can't hear you. Michael will know his name again. And I will know that he is the one who speaks. You know, one thing about God is he reveals himself at the point where you are. And he starts from that point. And he starts to take you to another level, to another level, to another level. So if you're a fisherman and you haven't caught fish, where does it start from? You say they said they've toiled all night and they caught nothing. What happened? He said, cast your net again. And I'm declaring to each and every one of you this evening, you will cast your net again. And this time around, it's not going to come back empty. This time around, it's going to come back full. And that which you have been doing, that you're saying, Lord, how will I see you in this? You will pull it up and the net won't hold anymore. Because that is what happens when you get to know God. And that is the truth about God. He doesn't take you to a place where you don't have tools to operate. So he won't put you in a position where you don't have the capacity to handle it. So that is why he will meet you where you are. I got a new revelation of Moses. Moses was the one that said, I'm a stammerer. God didn't see a stammerer. And God sent him Aaron. He got punished for it one way or the other. Because God didn't want to send Aaron with him. But he said, I'm a stammerer. And from Aaron helping him, what happened? Moses now started to speak to the people by himself. He could get angry at them and yell at them. The Lord will give you a voice today. Not a voice from a position of weakness, but a voice from the position of victory, from the position of courage, from the position of winning. And you would always, always be on top of your game. And the last revelation I would also give was when the widow was saying, I have nothing except what? A jar of oil. How did God meet her? God didn't say, I'm going to throw dollars into your account. What happened? Those empty jars, he started filling them up one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, until there was not one single jar around. I don't mean in our house, around. It was profound that we prayed for entrepreneurs today. Because we live in a culture where people believe that entrepreneurship is about age. Those of you who are entrepreneurs, and you've told family members you want to be entrepreneurs, you don't need to tell me. I know what they told you is go and work, right? Go and get a 9 to 5. But the Lord is going to give you the spirit of 9 to 5 where you are, in such a way that you don't need to spend 20 years before you step out. You will step out from this moment. You don't need to have a CV before you become an entrepreneur. I see Europeans, Americans, I see Singaporeans, and they're entrepreneurs and they have multi-billionaire businesses, multi-billion-dollar businesses. How old are they? 34, 30, 28. So what is stopping us? Nothing.
Worthy is your name. Worthy is your name. Worthy is your name. Worthy is your name. If that's the only name we call today, we'll be well accomplished and fulfilled, because worthy is his name. Worthy is your name, Jesus. Worthy is the one to whom we live in, we move, and have our being. Worthy is the one to whom everything about our life consists. Worthy is the one who is, who was, and who is to come. Worthy is the one who doesn't panic when anything happens. Worthy is the one who ever remains sure and stands upright. Worthy is the one whose blood keeps speaking. Worthy is the one who's never lost a case. Worthy is the one who keeps on giving. Worthy is the one who your requests can never surpass what he has to give. Worthy is the one who, when you ask, he overdoes according to his will. Worthy is the one who protects and keeps in the midst of chaos. Worthy is the one who can restore where men have said it was impossible. Worthy is the one to whom impossibility is his very beginning. Yet he calls you and I friend. Yet this thing is a relationship. Yet it says you're not slaves, you're not far away. It says you can call me and cry, Abba, Father. It says you don't have to come to me like one who doesn't know what you're about to say, but you have free access because of what my son has done. They were asking the disciples, who do men say that I am? They said all kinds of things. But Peter said, you are the Christ. He says, flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. Upon you, upon that revelation, I will build my church. And the gates of hell shall not be able to. You know, I'm tired of a church that doesn't seem like it's a church. And that's why when we come to this kind of gathering, I don't play with it because I'm like, God, you are real and you are in this place. I will take the most of what I need to take so that when I get out there, I'll be the light you've called me to be. Everyone is talking about insecurity in Nigeria. Everyone is talking about all the problems. And God is saying, well, I have put my children there. And I'm just waiting and looking for any one of them that recognizes and is not looking with their physical eyes. Because too many times our physical eyes deceive us. But if only you and I were seeing with the eyes of the Spirit. And his servants were surrounded by enemies. And he said, open his eyes that he may see. If only God were to open your eyes to see what is around you. I'm not ignorant of the fact that you have situations that are overwhelming and are trying to pull you down. But let me tell you, it's a mere distraction. What does it cost the one to whom we're praying to touch that situation today? Nothing. He's telling you that's not your problem. Your problem is your mindset and what you think. As a man thinks, so is he. So we're being challenged today to know that there's a real God. That's the truth about him. All the names that men called him, Jireh, Rapha, all those names. When Jesus came, he said, Father, because in Father, all of those things consist. And everyone seated in this room can call him Father because it's not by a title or qualification. But it's just by your heart saying, I choose to call you Father. Even where I don't think you are my Father. Even where I don't think you've proved yourself as Father. I'm declaring you as Father today. Eyes on Christ, who, for the joy set before him, was able to endure the cross. He was willing to endure the cross because he knew what lay on the other side. That if there's anybody here who is struggling to see what it looks like on the other side, who cannot see it right now, let's just begin to pray. If you can't see it and you want God just to give you a glimpse of what lays on the other side, that vision for you to hold on to, that thing for you to begin to see, to know that what it is that you are pressing through for, that God will begin to open your eyes to see what it is that he has called you to this life to do. That you would not have to be struggling and wondering, why am I going through this. Jesus was able to get on the cross because he knew what lay on the other side. He knew what he was doing when he got on the cross. He knew that when he was able to rise up from the cross, that we would be able to have life, and life more abundantly. And so there are people who are struggling through something right now, and you are struggling because you cannot right now see what is on the other side. You had a dream at a time, but you can't imagine what it's like to accomplish it anymore. The struggles have gotten so much, you can't see what is on the other side. Anybody struggling with that, let's just come forth and take time to pray about it. That God will give you vision again. He would open up your eyes again. That you would see what he has set for you to do. That you will see what he has called for you to accomplish in the earth. What he has called for you to do. And you would have the fresh fire that comes. A fresh fire that comes with knowing the vision.
Give me vision.
Oh God, your people are coming to you, that they might see you again, that they might see again what you have called for them.
Give me wisdom. You know just what to do.
Vision that gives you strength to run, to know what it is you are going after. That you would not run out of steam in the middle of the race, because you see what God has set before you. We always say that God is not a God that starts a thing he has not already finished. Yet we're halfway through our journey and we're struggling. God, open my eyes again to see what lays at the end.
God, I look to you. You're where my help comes from.